Hello. I'm on time. It's 9 o'clock. I'm on time. It's usually 5 past or whatever. I'm actually on time. Cheers. Got a cuppa while I wait for somebody to come and join me. That was too hot. Right. Let's see who's the first. Is it going to be Nathan? Nobody's in yet. Oh, got my yarn ball. Ball, sorry, not ball. Yarn ball. Got my virus shawl. I've been winding up wool that was in the bags, I've been given. And I've got so much of this purple, it's untrue. So I hope some old dear likes purple, because there's going to be at least 3 shawls in purple. Let me see if I've done 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, I've done 10. Hello, whoever it is who's joined me. Yeah, it is purple, by the way. I know it looks blue on here, but it's purple. Let me see who's going to say hello first. Will it be Nathan? Yes, it will be Nathan. I was just saying, will it be Nathan? And it is. Yeah. I think I've finally finished winding up all those oddballs. I mean, I was given these bags and they were lovely, but they were, hi Chris, where were you last week? I missed you. Whoever had wound them up, they were a nightmare. Oh, anyway, they're wound up into little balls now. Hi, Martin. Did you come on last week, Chris? I don't remember seeing you. I remember thinking, where's Chris? Yeah. Where's Christopher? Hi, Val. I've been winding the balls of wool up, Val. You will not believe how many purple there was. I think somebody must have unpicked or unravelled a whole sweater's worth. Well, the weather's not been too bad. Hi, Julie. Hello, stranger. Weather's not been too bad. As to how I'm doing, I'll pass on that one. I'll not give you a rundown. You don't want to know. Hi, Gillian. Yes, it's my one of me. I moved my neck. James Seabrett. You have to excuse me if I do a bit oohing and ahhing because I've got my thingy on. I'll be glad when I find out what's wrong with this blooming neck. But we won't go into that. It's Saturday and we're enjoying ourselves. We do not want a moan and groan visit to the doctors, do we? We are not sitting in the doctor's waiting room discussing our ailments with everybody. I've just picked up my crochet for the first time since, I don't think I did any yesterday. I was too busy wool winding. I don't know what's happened to my wooden one. It winds half of a ball so far, and then it starts going like a rugby ball. Yeah. You've got a heat neck thing. I could do with the heat neck thing. This is just, I don't know what it is. It's got little things on the back of it. It's supposed to keep your neck warm anyway. Who fancies a homemade dark chocolate muffin? I do, but I shouldn't have one. My diabetic nurse would say, no, Janet, shut your mouth and do not have a muffin. Anybody else want one of Martin's muffins? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Val wants one. Of course it's got 0 calories. It's a Saturday. And if somebody else gives it to you, it doesn't count, Nathan. Donated cookies and cakes and that don't count. That's my motto anyway. I'm trying not to move my neck. Oh dear. Oh joy. Well, since I broke the glass, I've not broken anything else, touch wood. It's been a couple of near misses where I've juggled things, but not broken anything else so far. Oh, what are calories to them? Me neck? I don't know, Chris. I woke up about 2 weeks ago and my neck and my shoulder and all down my arm were sore and I couldn't move them. They hurt and I thought I'd been sleeping funny. But I've been gelling it and taking my pills and everything and it's not gone away. Anyway, I'm going for an MRI scan tomorrow, so maybe we'll get to the bottom of what's going on. There you are, Nathan. You've got a 0-calorie chocolate muffin. Yeah, I'm off to see the wizard. No, I'm off to see the scan. I'm having a scanning. Oh, scanning a van tomorrow. I hope it's not a small tube thing because I'm claustrophobic. The last time I had a scan in a van, it was like going down, you know, when people get shot out of a cannon in a circus. It was a bit like going down one of them. Oh, I hope it's not one of them. I hope it's a bigger one. Otherwise, I'll be panicking. They start saying, lie still, and I'm like, because I get panicky. I don't suffer with panic attacks, except when they put me in a very claustrophobic situation. Hi, Dolly. You just made your tea. What are you having? Martin's giving out homemade dark chocolate muffins. I don't know what you're having. Are you passing it round, Dottie, Dolly? I don't know whether to call you Dottie or Dolly. Victoria. Welcome. If you're a newbie, welcome. Yeah. Yeah, do we call you Dottie or do we call you Dolly? Never quite sure. Calling you Dottie sounds like, you know, we're insulting you sort of thing. Oh dear. You're having homemade fish pie. You prefer Dottie? Oh, I prefer Nutty, so, you know, because I'm a bit away with the fairies, me. Oh dear. So what have everybody been up to? Right, Martin's been making homemade dark chocolate cupcake things. Val's having fish pie. What did I have? Oh, I had a ready meal because I wasn't feeling in the mood for cooking. I was naughty. Didn't do me any good, really. I try not to use ready meals because they're full of all sorts of junk, aren't they? Avocado on German toast. I don't like, is that German bread, that black bread? I'm not keen on that. Yeah, I bought a new little unit thing. It's on wheels, so I can wheel it wherever I happen to be. You're still, that baby will have no hats than it'll have heads. It'll have one for every day of the week. Or are you passing them round to other expectant mums? She could be selling them for you in the antenatal, couldn't she? Anybody want a baby hat? They're only so much. Yeah. Tastes like a flapjack. Oh, right. You went on a bus ride to Chorley. Ooh. I haven't been to Horwich for a long time. I used to have a friend who lived in Horwich. She used to have an art studio. It was great. I don't think it's still there. Probably because of COVID, it probably shut down. It was like an old mill that was divided up into like little separate bits, and you rented your space. You know, it was like an artist commune. Some people painted, some did woodwork, some did sewing, you know, different things. If it hadn't been in Horwich, I would have liked to have joined in there. Hi, Connie. It must be great, you know, because if you go to a workshop place or a commune type place, it must be very sort of, you know, keeps you going when you're feeling a bit off, yeah. Oh, thank you. I did put a little note on saying that I'd been following her and missing her. Everywhere she goes, I've been, or I go after she's been. Yeah, I miss her. Yeah, you knit for your local neonatal unit. That's good. That I used to crochet baby cardigans and things for the Prem baby unit in Bolton when I used to go to a knit club up in Bolton. Yeah, but I don't do it now here. I went to one knit club, not the one I go to now. And this woman, she was, oh, honestly. And she said, oh, no, she said, we don't want your crochet. And she picked it up like it was a bad smell. She said, it's got too many holes in it. And then she said, we knit things. And then she showed me this lacy knitted thing that had more holes in than my crochet. Oh, thank you, Nathan. I might get another subscribe. I might get one more. You never know, somebody might come across. Oh dear. I miss me squirrels. Do you remember when the squirrels used to come in? I don't think they have that live channel anymore, do they? Do you remember when they used to come in? Squirrel Raid, yeah, I remember them, yeah. It used to be good, didn't it? They used to say the Squirrel Raid here. Right, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I think she was she ill or something? Oh, my headband, did you like it? Oh, my hair's, don't look at my hair. It's fluffy. Yeah, I'm doing it for the other end of the year. Yeah, I did for the neonatal, and now I'm doing it for the golden oldies. It makes me laugh, really, when I say I'm doing it for the oldies. You know, I'm 80. I bet some of them in that nursing home are younger than me. But I'm not an oldie. I refuse to be an oldie. Although my neck and my shoulders saying, shut up, Janet, you are. I'm turning to stone from the neck down. Tra-la-la-la-la-la. Well, you have to stay happy, don't you? I put my washing out today, but it didn't dry. You have to try. I put it out the other day and it did. But today, no. I thought there was a bit of sunshine, but I was fooled. It's all right, this neck thing, but it gives you like a double chin. I've got a double chin, don't get me wrong, but it gives me more of a double chin, yeah. You mowed your lawn? Oh, my goodness me. I bet you needed to lie down afterwards, didn't you? I haven't got a garden here. At the moment, my backyard is full of cardboard. Everything Amazon delivers comes in a whopping great big cardboard box. And I've only got a small blue bin. And joy, oh joy, we're going to get little bins now to put our food waste in. That'll be joyful, won't it? Apparently they're only little bins, so I can just imagine what it's like on bin day They'll all be blowing down the street, won't they, with bits of food hanging out of them. 24682. No, it didn't dry. It didn't even take a bit of the wet out because one of them was a bath towel. I just thought it might have, took a bit of wet out, if you know what I mean. I need to wash my bedding tomorrow, so I'm hoping there's a bit of sun or a bit of wind or what. Oh, goodness me, you are having a social life there, aren't you? Mowing the lawn, going out with your son, tidying the house. You're going to make some dark chocolate fudge brownies. You'll be diabetic like me in a bit, Martin. Watch yourself. Yeah, I've got to wash my bedding tomorrow. So, why is it when a little bit of water gets into your washing pods and they all go into sludge, and yet when you put a washing pod in your washer, it doesn't dissolve all the way and sticks to your bath towel? It leaves a big sticky mess in the middle of your bath towel. It amuses me that. They don't dissolve. Anyway. La, 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 la. I don't think I really had brownies much. I know the Americans love brownies, don't they? I always think of brownies as being like a bit suspicious, Hi, Denise. Or is that bunny cakes? Somebody told me I should make some of them. For me, arthritis. I said, no, I'm not going on a street corner asking for, do you have any of that stuff? Eco washing liquid. I got these. I think they were Purcell. They were on special offer. I should have known better because I lost half of them. They went all squidgy. My friend said to me after I'd thrown them in the bin that I could have used the squidgy stuff, just put it in the washer. But I'd thrown it away by then. You've made brownies as well, have you, Connie? Woo! Everybody's been very productive today. I have. Well, I have in a way. I've been winding balls up. I need to try and sort out this wooden wool winder. It was working perfectly. Then what I did was I pulled the ball off and the whole thing came off as well. The wooden bit, the spindle. And I put it all back together again, but I don't know whether I've done it right because it does half of the ball and then it starts going all rugby shaped. So something's going on. So I had to get my old one out again and start using that. Hiya, Enid. But the trouble with the little one is it doesn't do like 100 grams without getting it stuck around the bottom. So I need to sort that other one out, yeah. You itch like a loppy dog, did you? I'm like that with certain, body wash things. I could scratch myself stupid. The one I've got now is all right. It comes from Lush. It was a Christmas present, and it's called Happy Hippie, I think it is. Happy Hippie, I think it's called, yeah. Or Loopy Hippie, something like that. But I'm all right with that. It's not made me itch. Lots of the ones, they show on the telly with like loads and loads of soap and stuff. Oh, God, they made me itch like mad. I bought a long sponge thing, on a handle thing to try and put cream on my back, yeah. But it's a bit too rigid. It needs to soften up, if you're with me. I bought a natural sponge one years ago, and that was brilliant, but it went all, it sort of went all black and started growing things, even though I washed it when I've used it, yeah. But the natural sponges now, they're like an endangered thing, aren't they? You can't, at one time you could get them anywhere. But now you have to pay a fortune for them. Yeah. Yeah, this thing I've got is like a sponge thing on a stick, but it's dead hard, this sponge. And it stays straight and solid. You know, you want it to bend with you when you're doing it on your back, because your back's not flat, is it? Your back's got texture. But my niece is coming tomorrow because she didn't come today because of me going to the MRI scan tomorrow. She's taking me there. So she's going to put that new longer shower screen up for me, shower curtain up for me. I mean, I did put the other one up, but that was before I did this to my shoulder, yeah. Maybe it was that did my shoulder. I wonder if it was. Because I had to stand on a thing and reach right up to put the, the shower rings on top. I wonder if it was that. You're waiting for a scan? Yeah. I got a cancellation. I've been lucky. They rang me up on Friday and said, could I go Sunday for, it was somebody's cancelled for Sunday. I said, yes, please. So I'm turning nothing down, yeah. You hang it on a hook in your closet. What are you hanging on your hook in the closet? Your back scratcher? I know, I hope it's not a narrow tube because I'm claustrophobic. I hate it, yeah. Yeah, well, he did say he was referring me for an urgent one, Dolly. But I didn't expect it to be quite that urgent. But somebody cancelled, that does me fine too. Maybe somebody didn't want to go on a Sunday. I don't mind. I don't mind. Oh, a spatula for your back, yeah. This is like a long wooden handle with this sponge thing, but it's not hard, this sponge. I've tried soaking it in hot water to see if I can soften it, but it didn't soften at all. I wanted one of those like cheaper sponges, the softer ones, but I ordered it online so I couldn't have a squish. I went on one of them. Mine was a 3-week one. I think it was an hour or 2 hours, one day a week for 3 weeks, telling you what you can and you can't eat and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh no, I've been for about 4 MRI scans. I just get on with them, Enid. I'm not a tender flower. It's just that I'm claustrophobic and I get a bit panicky and they shove me down that tube. I said it's like going down the barrel of them cannons they used to shoot people out at the circus. I felt like I was in one of them. And I don't like it when it goes boom, 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 boom. I've had them in hospital, Nathan, and they were much bigger. But when you have a scan in a van, they're only little tube things. But it's the noise, isn't it? When it goes boom, 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 boom. They should give you earphones, playing some music or something. They did on one of mine. They gave me, they asked me what did I want to listen to. And yeah, oh, I'm claustrophobic. I don't like that feeling. You know, when you put body lotion, I don't like that feeling, you know, that icky feeling when you've got body lotion on because it doesn't soak in for ages, yeah. Yeah, they say, don't you move. One I went for, I had a really bad cough. So she had to stop it, and then she gave me a sweet. Yeah, one time they gave me headphones, but another time they didn't. Yeah. Yeah, she had to stop the scan to give me a sweetie because I kept moving because I was trying not to cough. So I must have been going, "Oh, trying not to cough." Yeah, the first MRI scan I had, I got music, but the last one I had, they didn't. Yeah, it was so noisy. Yeah, I'll get a headache afterwards. Yeah, I've got a headache to start off. You had radio too. I can't remember what I had on. It was some kind of music. I shall let you know when. Ooh, I shall let you know when I come back. Well, not when I come back tomorrow. No, I'll be watching the last episode of Call the Midwife, so I won't be doing a video tomorrow. On Monday, I've got a blood test and knit club, so you might get one on Tuesday. You never know. It's a good job I didn't decide to do one a day, and I never do it. I can't think of anything to say. You know, people do these like vlogmas things or whatever. I did it once, I think, but oh, I found it really hard work. You know, describe your day. Well, I washed up, I got up, or in my case, I got up late. I washed the dishes, I put the washing in. Really scintillating conversation, that, isn't it? I'm bound to get loads of new subscribers with that kind of chat. I did finish my waistcoat, you saw it, didn't you? It's a bit small. I'll have to steam it. Be easier to steam it than to lose weight, wouldn't it? I forgot it's a vintage pattern. Vintage patterns are tiny, even though they say a certain size. They are just that size. There's no leeway, there's no positive ease or whatever. You're getting a lot of buffering. Oh, oh. Anybody else getting buffering, or is it just Chris? That sounds a bit like my day, except mine was do some wool winding, wait for the Amazon man to come and put together your new, it's not like a perspex thing, see-through thing. I thought I'll get a see-through one and then I can see all the balls at the back, you know, because it's like a little, oh, if I see that, I can show it you. I did put it on my Facebook. Ah, what are you doing, Janet? That's what I got. Yeah. Oh, shush. Whoever's sending me stuff. Oh. And that's what it's like when I filled it up. That one there, it's this purple. There must be about 20 balls in it. Do I make a lot of garments that are based on armpit to armpit? I suppose I'll just make them to my bust measurement and add about an inch. I don't like things that have got loads of ease with them. You know, I just like them to fit me. So I just say I want whatever. Oh, you've got buffering on as well. Sorry about that, people. I'm not buffering. I don't think so. No, I just tend to do it. I don't like big, floppy, baggy things. You know, these things that have got so much ease on them or something. I just like them to fit me, if you know what I mean. I only add about an inch or two, that's all. I don't like things too big. You're making yourself hungry, so you're going to go disappear on us, are you, while you make them? Have you got all the ingredients, or do you have to go and get them? Oh, you thought, no, I got a message, I think, from you, sending me something or other. And you tinkled on my live. You were up late reading chicken soups. Hi, Jane. You thought the roof was going to go. Why was it windy, Jane? Ah, you got to get the ingredients. Well, you can't start making them now then. We have got you for the moment. Was it windy or something, Jane, because you thought you were going to lose your roof? I think everybody's got their own recipe for chicken soup. With me, I just bung in what I've got in the fridge, you know. My chicken soup varies from batch to batch. The only thing that's consistent is the chicken. I look in the fridge and see what vegetables I've got. Sometimes I've got peppers, sometimes I don't, sometimes I've got onions, sometimes I've got leeks. It depends what I've got, what I put in. Sometimes I've got mushrooms, yeah. You got 5 inches of snow? No, we've just got loads of it. It didn't rain today. Well, not yet. Anyway. I mean, the other day I'd put on my video, it was sunny and that. It started raining later on. Oh, she can have our rain. It's rained, I think. If it's not rained every day, it's rained almost every day, I think, since Christmas. What do you think, Nathan? It's nearly every day, isn't it? It's never stopped blooming raining. Every time I plan to go somewhere, you know, if I've got to go to knit club or something, it's raining. I'm like, oh. I've not heard anything about my scooter yet. He did say it might be 6 weeks though, so I don't know how long it is. I think it's about 6 weeks. He sent me a message on my messages, didn't he? think he did. Did he do it? Yeah, he did. Oh, I can't see what it was. It's not got dates on. Oh, yeah, 14th of January. He said 6 weeks, so it should be that. I should have got it by now, shouldn't I? Yeah, it has rained, I think, every day since Christmas, yeah. I think we've had about, if it hasn't rained in the daytime, it's rained in the evening, yeah. You got snow? No, we don't really get snow here. We're too near the sea. Oh, I've got all chilly now. Need to put the heating on. Ooh. I've got a little smart meter thing, and it keeps telling me you are not close enough to the smart meter. And I'm like, I thought that was the smart meter. Error, it keeps telling me. Oh well, we shall find out. I put my monthly payment up. They put it down. So when my bill came, I was in arrears again. I thought, well, why did you put it down? Why didn't you leave it where it was? I put it up because I didn't want to be in arrears, and they put it back down again. Ugh. Never mind. I used to go to a farmer's market in, I think it was Ramsbottom, when I had a car. It was once a month, I think, they used to have this farmer's market. Who's Anne? Linda. You're getting me confused with your hi, Anne. I thought, who's Anne? I miss somebody. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, I've got a big pile of like a dark bluey grey colour. Because it's all in different bags, I didn't know what I had. And I got loads and loads of this purple. I think somebody must have unravelled some knitting or something because it looks a bit wavy, a lot of it, yeah. Well, it wouldn't be you. What was your finger, was it? It wouldn't be you if you didn't. I dribble all the way down everything. I'm surprised I've not dribbled down my dress today. I've actually bought an apron because I'm so bad. Usually I have my breakfast when I'm in my dressing gown. Then at least if I dribble on that, it's not noticeable the same. You can sponge it, can't you? But if I've got dressed, I've got an apron now. A pinny. Brought myself a pinny. Oh, it's cold. It's cold. Baby, it's cold outside. I looked at that pattern, Linda, that one that's the, that fairy lights one. Oh, it's single crochet, one chain, single crochet, one chain. I thought, oh, gonna take ages, that. Might do it for myself, but I'm not doing it to give away. Oh, 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 every time I move my neck, it hurts. I know, don't move your neck, Janet. Yeah. It's a bit difficult. You made your shopping list. I did an Asda. I forgot to put some things on it, but never mind. After I'd done it all, I thought, oh, I forgot a couple of things, but never mind. They're not vital. Martin's making some brownies tomorrow, so he's going to get his vital ingredients. I'm going to put the heating on. I'm cold, yeah. Oh, don't feed me chocolate. I've got to be good. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be good and not eat chocky. But it's getting up to the time where it's Cadbury's cream eggs, isn't it? Shh. Oh, you're buffering stop. Good, good, good. I'm glad I'm not buffering. Buffering always reminds me of those big machines they use in hospitals. You know, when they go around with that thing that whizzes round. Is it called a buffing machine, isn't it? It's like a great big round brush that spins around and they go underneath all the beds with it. You know, it replaces doing a good mop, doesn't it? That's why we've got germs. All they do is shove the dirt around from one to the other. One place to the other. I'm going to put the heating on. I have to disappear because my switch is in the hall. Oh, if I could get up, I'd be fine. Oh, shit. You hear some gurgling noises now. It won't be my stomach, it'll be the boiler turning on. Da-da-dee-dee. Oh, you'll have to get them cut. Oh, you ever try cutting dogs' toenails? Dear me. I used to have to take our Buster to the groomers because he wouldn't let me cut his. Man, I was scared of cutting them too short and making them bleed. But she did that. The grooming woman cut them too short. Well, one of them made it bleed. Poor little soul were dripping all over the floor. I used to love baking, Martin, but when you live on your own and you're diabetic, you have to curb your enthusiasm for baking. The last time I baked, I did scones and everything, or scones, whatever you want to call them. And I put them in the freezer, but they didn't taste the same when I pulled them out again. So I thought, oh, no, there it goes, my boiler. No, I made a banana bread and put that in the freezer, and the freezer didn't like that either. And I made scones and they didn't. Yeah. Enid was a pirate. Why was Enid a pirate? Oh, because she lived at Sealy-Well. Yeah, when I had a family, I used to bake. My son didn't like shop bought cake, because he'd eat mine, yeah. Yeah, I'm a bit naughty, Martin, I must admit, but I do try my best. But the thing is, there's hidden sugars in all sorts of things, yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to curb my appetite for chocolate. You probably noticed I've not been eating much chocolate. I used to always eat chocolate when I came on here, so I've not been doing it lately. I've been trying to be good. Trying to be good. I'm not that good. I'm not sanctimonious, yeah. Yeah, I know I'm going to ring a plumber. The other plumber never came. So I've got the name of another plumber because it needs servicing, this boiler. That's why it's making a noise. It's not usually that noisy. I think it needs some water put in it. It's my washer that's like I've lifted off. I told you it vibrated all across the unit and broke a glass the other day. I don't know where I'll go. I'll probably hover in between. I don't think I've ever been that bad. I've had a few moments, but you know, not that bad. I had to laugh when I went to my interview for the job centre, and she said, "Have you ever broken the law?" And I said, "Well, yeah." So she looked at me a bit startled. I said, "We all have." And she goes, "What?" I said, "Every time you go over the speed limit, every time you park where you shouldn't," I said, "you break the law." So she looked at me a bit relieved and she said, "Oh, is that what you mean?" I went, "Yeah." I said, "I haven't done anything, like illegal, but we all break the law in small ways. You know, save a horse." Oh dear. Horses scare me, they're too tall. Soon may the weatherman come to bring us something anti and rum. We used to sing sea shanties when I used to go to the folk club when I was younger. It depends how loosely you crochet it, Nathan. I'm a fairly firm crocheter, so mine don't move much. They all give a little bit, yeah. If you crochet them loosely, yeah, if I plumb it down to the ground. I mean, I see some people's jackets and that, and they're really, really loosely crocheted, and I think, oh my God, the minute they wash them, oh, I've got a frog. The minute they wash them, they're probably going to finish up down around their ankles somewhere. I use a big hook for something like this, a shawl. But I like my jackets and things to be fairly firm. My go-to hook's usually about 4mm. No, I'm not catching a cold, I don't think. I get a frog in my throat every now and again. Oh, it sounds like it. I feel like there's something stuck. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Your favourite hook's 3.5. Mine's a 4mm, I think. That's me. Ow, did you hear my shoulder crack then? My go-to hook is a 4mm. If it's double knit. It's 5mm. I think I used a 5 or a 550 on this. It's chunky, this though. Some people use a really big hook on double knit and it looks so holy. And I'd worry about it washing. Especially when I used to make them to, to sell, yeah? I didn't want anybody coming back to me saying, oh God, it's plunged down to the ground, yeah? Your green hook's 2mm. Wow. I'm not very good. Ow, see, I only flex my fingers then. I'm not very good with a fine hook because of my arthritis in my fingers. Gotta sound like a whining old ooh today, don't I? Yeah, I've got arthritis in both hands, yeah. Why have I got green on my finger? Where have I been? Where have I been? I've got green paint or something. I've not been painting. I thought it was toothpaste, but it's not. Oh, don't know what that is. Yeah, I've got, what do you call it? Dupuytren's contracture or something. And on that one as well. But you keep on going. I mean, there's a lass that comes to the knit club and, oh God, her fingers are so bad. She's got rheumatoid arthritis. And they go around corners, her fingers. They don't go up straight. They're so bent. And yet she manages. She manages to crochet and knit, yeah. I mean, she's in a lot of pain, but she's like me. She's a stubborn old broad. I think I told you I got a compliment off the physio. And he said I had the right attitude. That I, get up, dress up, put my makeup on, go out and do things. He said that's the right attitude, to have, even with pain, because I said, well, I still have pain no matter what I do, so I might as well go out, yeah. Yeah, mine's the middle finger on that hand and that finger on that hand. That one's going as well, that one. Oh, we're all falling to bits. If it weren't for ailments, we'd have nothing to talk about, would we? Oh dear. It's the fun part they don't tell you about getting old, isn't it? Yeah. My mum used to say every age has got its virtues, but she's still looking for the one with old age. Yeah. Oh, that's Llama Mama Kayla. She's got no fingers. I think she's got one finger and one thumb, hasn't she, or something? Oh, I always make the effort. Yeah, she's got very, very bad diabetes, uncontrolled by. She drinks sweet tea and she eats them, but we won't go there. Um, so she lost all the use of her fingers. They went white and dead, so she's had to have them all taken off, one by one. Both hands. I think she's got a thumb left and one finger now. I don't know how she manages to crochet, but she still does. Yeah, it was Raynaud's, but when Raynaud's isn't controlled, it can go gangrene. Her fingers did go green and black and all sorts, so she had to have them taken off. Yeah, she does have Raynaud's, yeah. But if Raynaud's progresses, so there's no blood flow at all, then that's when she had to have her fingers taken off, yeah. Yeah, she's got scleroderma, I can't even say it. Scleroderma or something as well, where it affects her swallowing. She's got all sorts wrong with her. Yeah, scleroderma. Yes, that's what she's got as well. Well, she's got a whole raft of things wrong with her. That's why she's lost her fingers and that, because they go white and dead, and then they start going like gangrene or something. So she has to have them taken off because it spreads if you don't get rid of the affected limb. Normal Raynaud's, I've got that a bit, but they come back to life, yeah. So I've got it, but not that my fingers go. They just go dead, but then they do come back. So I do have blood flow to the end of my fingers. But if you get it really, really bad, you can lose blood flow altogether to your fingers, and then that's what happened with her. I had my carpal tunnel done because of that, because it was affecting my fingers. It used to wake me up in the middle of the night. I used to have to hang my hand out of bed and waggle it about to get some life back into it. I still sleep with. He writes poetry, doesn't he? I think, yeah. I still sleep with splints. I slept with splints for a long time, yeah. I look lovely when I go to bed. I've got my CPAP machine on, look like Darth Vader. I've got my hands in splints. I've got my neck thing on. And then you wonder why I don't have a husband. Oh dear. My knee's still sore. I hit the end of the bed. When you've got one of those wooden bed things where the mattress fits inside it. I just went with such a wallop right into the side of it. Oh God, I got this duck egg on my leg. That's still blinking hurting. And my little toes never been right since I broke it years ago. When you walk into a table with your little toe. Ooh. Oh, I hope I feel better soon. I hope we all feel better soon. We're just a load of crocs, aren't we, on it? Would anybody on this channel consider themselves to be perfectly normal and healthy? We've all got something, haven't we? Two, three, four. Oh, I'm going to have to stop doing this in a minute. It's hurting. I'm going to have a rest for a minute. I used to be able to sit and crochet for hours, but now I can't. I have to keep stopping. Oh. Yeah, my shoulder's gone. I'm going to have to stop for a minute. I'm doing quite a bit of it. It annoys me when I can't do it. The fingers have gone dead now. Oh. Oh. I can't have any more pills because I've had them. Oh, I can have some. Oh, my shoulder's hurting now. I think I can have some paracetamol. He said I could have them with the pap tablets. I can't take ibuprofen, that's the trouble. Ibuprofen works for me, but I'm not allowed to have it because of my hernia. My hiatus hernia, my stomach problems. That's what we're working on. We don't know. That's why I'm going for this scan. I used to have anti-inflammatory injections in my spine. And then, you know, the NHS got no money. They stopped them. But I think they are still available. Arthritis gel. I've got two lots of it. The one that works the best is actually that stuff for the cows. It smells of peppermint. I've got my paracetamol, however you want to pronounce it. My friend gave me these, actually, the strong ones. No, I can't take it because of it. If you've got stomach issues, you can't take ibuprofen. And it works, that's the trouble. I do occasionally take a couple if I'm really bad. I have allergenic asthma. It's triggered by usually strong perfumes. I take out lansoprazole, but it doesn't do anything. I live on Gaviscon and Buscopan. I eat them like sweets. Right, I've got my Pepsi now, and I've had my paracetamol. Maybe it'll calm down a bit and I can get my crocheting back again. I shall treat myself to a chocolate. Treat myself to a chocolate. I know, but I like Pepsi. I don't have them all the time. Some people drink fizzy drinks all day long, don't they? But I don't. I just like Pepsi. But I don't have many. Oh, I don't like turmeric. I got some turmeric tablets, but they burp back on me. I'm tasting it all day long. No, I'm all right with fizzy drinks. You know, they might give me the burps, but yeah, I've got a hiatal hernia, whatever it is. Certain things upset me, like acid reflux, yeah. But I still eat them. Our tap water tastes rotten round here. It looks like white cloud when you pull it out the tap. I used to drink tap water in Prestwich. It was nice there, but here it's horrible. I think they take it from the sea. Tastes like it. Yeah. No, I've got a bloated stomach. I would be a dress size smaller if I could get my stomach down. I look like I eat a lot, you know, because I've got this bulge in my stomach. But if you just got it, you've just got it, haven't you? Yeah, I don't drink tap water, except when it's boiled, of course, in coffee. Oh, oh, was he at school? He's a bit old for school, isn't he, Val? Oh, excuse me. You should see how many balls of this purple I've got. I think somebody must have unravelled a jumper or something. Exercise would be good if I could have it, yeah. I know you keep going on about me going having exercises, but I can't do it, Martin, at the moment. Kiki won't drink tap water. You got a prima donna there. Kiki's not daft. Why is it dogs turn their nose up at tap water and yet they'll go and drink out of a muddy puddle? You know, a horrible, manky, muddy puddle. And you have to stop them drinking it, don't you? Ugh. Yet you give them a nice bowl full of nice fresh water and they turn their nose up. Yeah. Oh, she's only ever had that. Oh, you spoiled her. I was, but my neck's playing up, Val. I'm having a break a minute or two. I just took 2 paracetamol. Yeah, I spent all day again winding up the. I think these balls of wool came from Terry, and she winds really weird balls. You know, she hand winds everything. You know, she doesn't seem to use it from the ball as it comes out of. She winds everything, but and they just like fall apart. She winds them very loose. So when you start using them, they fall apart. So I spent all day rewinding them all. When you come to look at my knitting machine, you'll have to look at that winder of mine. I think there's something wrong with it. It was all right until I accidentally pulled the whole thing. I pulled the ball of wool off the spindle thing and I accidentally pulled the wooden thing off. So I couldn't get it back on. So I Googled it, well, YouTubed how to put it back on. So it said you had to lift this up while you put it back on. But ever since then, it winds half a ball all right. Then it starts winding them like a rugby ball. Yeah, I mean, she can't see much, but she does wind. She must wind it round her fingers somehow or another. I don't know if she manages to wind it. But whenever you start using a ball of wool that she's wound, it just falls apart. So that's why I've been rewinding them all. Oh, yeah, I got that. It's a nice little store. It only cost me £24.99. It did that little plastic thing. But I like it because it's see-through, so I can see the balls of wool right at the back. You know, normally if you put them in a drawer, you can't see what's at the back, can you? I used to have a little, all these dogs sitting watching me eat my butties, yeah. It's a shawl. I didn't do it. Somebody sent it to me ages ago. Can't remember who. It's a granny stitch shawl, a big one. The wool's got glitter in it. It's the wool that changes colour. It's not all different colours, yeah. Your mum's got a 4 knitting machine. I've got two of them little round ones, you know, that you turn the handle. And I've got one big one that I got given, but I haven't got it together yet. I will do when Val stops having her holidays. Yeah, it's glittery wool. Like, I don't know what it is. Like I say, I got it sent to me years ago. Somebody sent it, and it's a triangular shaped shawl. Yeah, Addy. I've got two Addies. I've got a small one and a big one. But a Centro's better because it's got more needles, but I'm not buying another one. You're going again on Tuesday? You're a gad about you. No, they don't. You're right there. You do double knitted, it looks like string. You do iron and it's too thick. I have got some red heart wool and it loves that. They're just American, that's what they are, you see. So English wool doesn't work, yeah. You know me, I don't crochet blankets unless it's just little lap blankets in the square, you know, going round and round and round. I've got so many oddments though that I've been winding up today. Got a froggy throat. Summer. I mean, I've got crochet blankets, but the only one I've made is Granny Square one. I can't do them, you know, in rows. Yeah, I used to buy a lot of it from Hobby. I've still got a lot of their cotton in the garage. Oh yeah, this is the one I needed an extra ball on, isn't it? It's a different colour. That one's brighter colours, the old one. The new one's more subtle. I'm not dead keen on doing corner to corner. I don't know why. It's not my favourite stitch. I've done small blanket in it. Child's blanket I did. But it wasn't my favourite. I've not had any of the actual of the wool. I've only had the cotton from Hobby. The cotton's fine. They did cotton, they did organic cotton as well. And they had it all on offer, and I bought loads of it when it was on offer. I don't know why I'm not keen on corner to corner. I know loads of people were punkers on it ages ago, didn't they? The World and his dog were doing corner to corner, weren't they? I noticed that on YouTube. They have like phases, don't they? Whatever's the latest phase, everybody makes one. And when everybody makes one, that's when I won't do it. Hi, Lizzie. Oh, I've got an itchy neck now. This thing's making my neck itch. Ooh, look at that red mark. Ooh, the Velcro's making my neck itch. Well, it's warmer where you are, Lizzie. It's not so. I've done knitted on Trulac. I did a baby's cardigan in it, and I used to have a sweater all done in mohair, done in the on Trulac. You know, what do they call it? Yeah. The beige, I haven't got it. I've still got some beige cotton and some grey cotton. I bought that when I was making things for other people because I found that the beige and the grey sold. But I won't do it for me. Oh God, the beige. Yeah, but beige used to sell when I did. Oh, that hurts. I don't know what this is. It's like keeps your neck warm. It's like bubble things. It's got magnets in it as well. I don't know if you can see the magnets through. Magnets there. No, it used to sell when I used to make the crochet tops and that to sell. Everybody wanted beige. I watched a program on YouTube the other day, and this woman, she was very interesting actually, and she said like colours that you've worn when you were younger don't suit you as you get older. You know, and the necklace is down here, all little glittery beads. And she's saying like that the pastel colours, you know, like the earthy kind of colours, like the sage greens and beiges and that, you shouldn't wear them because your colour's not right for it anymore. You might have worn it when you were younger, but she was saying no beiges. And I thought you're on there, girl. I don't know why old dears love beige. The beige brigade, yeah. I always say you frighten the colour when you do beige. And one thing I hate is neutral colour schemes in a house. You know, when you go in somebody's house and it's either all grey and white or it's beige, and I'm like, oh, I want to chuck a red cushion in, you know, to liven it up a bit. Reminds me of, do you remember when, what was it, John Lennon had that all white? He had white carpet, didn't he? White walls, white bedding, white everything. I thought, ooh, no. I'm very boho. I'm like, give me a colour. Well, whenever I wear my bright coloured hexy jacket, I always get compliments on that, yeah. But the number of people who stop me and say, oh, you look gorgeous in that, but I couldn't wear it. And I'm like, why? Why did they say, but I couldn't wear it? Excuse me, you can wear whatever you want. You know, don't be frightened of colour. Don't be scared of it. It's not going to bite you. Put some red on. You know, throw your beige in the bin. I made myself a beige cardigan, not, well, 2 or 3 years back. That went with a dress that I had, and the only colour that would go with it was this beige. Oh, I finished up sleeping in it like a bed jacket now. Oh, I've got a friend who only ever wears black. No, she was a goth when she was a kid, but she's not a kid now. She only ever wears black. I wear black, but I think it's boring if you just have black every day. Oh, my hair's falling down now. So, I mean, I can't put my hair up properly. You know, I wouldn't want to get up every morning and put black on. Some days I feel like putting a black dress on. But if I put a black dress on, I've usually got a bright coloured cardigan over the top of it, yeah. But can you imagine getting up every day and it's black? Black pants, black sweater, black cardigan. You know, I couldn't do that. I mean, I love purple, but I couldn't get up every single day of the week and put purple on, you know. I like variety. I like different colours, yeah. I mean, this dress isn't me. It's like a sagey greeny colour. All I can say in my defence was I ordered it off eBay and it didn't look this colour when I ordered it. It was supposed to be like olive green. When it came, it's more like khaki. But I thought, well, I'll put it on and I'll liven it up a bit. Yeah, I thought it was going to be olive green, but it's come out more of a grey green. Yeah, my friend who only ever wears black, she said to me one day, "You haven't said anything." I said anything about what? She said, "I'm not wearing black." And I went, "You're wearing charcoal grey." I said, "That's the nearest thing to black." But she thought that was a colour. Black and purple. I do wear a lot of black, but I wear it with a bright colour pattern. I do wear a lot of purple, as you know. I've got lots of purple things. I have to stop myself from ordering purple. But just recently, the dresses I've ordered lately have been like a maroon colour. So I must be on a maroon kick at the moment. I have to stop myself buying things in purple because I would have loads of things. And I'm like, no, you cannot have purple. Choose another colour. There are actually about 50 shades of black. It's the same with white. When I had the wool shop, we used to go to the mills, you know, to where there used to be mills that spun and dyed their own wool back in the day, and they were always in Yorkshire, you know, around Halifax, Huddersfield, around there. And we used to go, and they were saying there was about 50 shades, different shades of black. That's why you should always make sure you get the right dye number, you know, with black, white, anything. I'm not a secret goth. I like some of the goth clothes, I must admit. I like the hats, you know, like I said before, with the goggles and things on. And I've got a jacket actually in black that's got laces down the back and things, yeah. And frills, big frills on the sleeves. But it's too big for me now. I bought it when I was a lot bigger, but I won't part with it because I like it. I was just sorting out my wardrobe today and found three more sweaters, you know, not handmade ones, three more sweater things that I'd found. And I thought, oh God, what are you keeping these for? The mile's too big for you. Put them on the pile to get rid of. Only one of them's a bit fluffy, so I'll have to go to the charity shop. I used to like it, but last time I tried it on, I thought, oh God, you don't look, when they're too big, they don't make you look tiny, they make you look fatter. So I thought, no, I'm not wearing it. It's big and baggy. It's going. I've got a couple of cardigans like that as well. I don't know what to do with them. If I unpick them, I mean, what do I do? Make another cardigan? Unpick it just because it's too big and make another one. Some that I can get away with, but they're long and they're big, and that was the way I used to wear them. In my tin pot way, I thought they made me look slimmer, but they didn't. They made me look even bigger. But I didn't realise it at the time till I look back at photographs and think, oh my God, what are you wearing? You look enormous, like a whale in crochet. wish my shoulder would stop hurting. I could get my crocheting done again. I can't sit still like this. It drives me mad. I don't know how the heck people just sit there watching the telly. You know, doing nothing, just sitting, coggle boxing. It's the mental pause, dear. I'm well past that. Oh. I didn't really. I was quite lucky. Man, I was only 33, so. I can't sit. Put a cardigan on and then you can undo it. I never know whether Americans, when they say a sweater, whether they mean a cardigan with buttons or whether they mean a pullover. They call everything a sweater, don't they? And I never know what they mean. I used to get requests from America saying, I want a sweater. And I used to think, do you mean a cardigan? Or do you mean a sweater? Oh, it's a pullover, is it? Because I never knew what they meant. You know, this to me is a cardigan, it's not a sweater. I don't know why you call everything a sweater. Well, so I used to have to say to him, do you mean a sweater with buttons or do you mean a sweater without? Then you get these very strange, you would say, yeah, I mean one with buttons, that's a sweater. And I'm like, no, it's not. For me, a sweater is a pullover without any fastenings. You just pull it on your head. That's a sweater. These are not sweaters, these are cardigans, yeah. Yeah, but you call it a sweater, even when it's a cardigan with buttons on it. You still call it a sweater. So when you go in, when you go in a shop and you say, I want a sweater, how do they know whether you want one with buttons or without? Yeah, well, we used to call them a jumper, didn't we? A pullover or a jumper. Yeah, we used to say pullovers or cardigans. Woolly pulley. Yeah. Yeah, tank top. We used to call them a sleeveless pullover, not a tank top. Back in my day, it was sleeveless pullover. Yeah. Jumper cardi. Yeah, if a woman, no, a woman we never call them a vest. A vest to us, well, to me, is like something you wear underneath your clothes, to keep you warm. That's a vest. Yeah, if you said to me, I'm wearing a vest, I'd think you had it on underneath your clothes. If it's got buttons on, it's a waistcoat. Gilet is a modern word. We never used to call them a gilet, yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. You're right there, Dolly. No, that would be a waistcoat. A pullover or a waistcoat, as my granddad used to call it, his waistcoat. Waistcoat, in other words, yeah. Yeah, well, that what I've just made is a waistcoat to me, yeah. Yeah, we call them body warmers, yeah, we don't call them a gilet, do we? A body warmer is like a padded thing with a zip up the front with no sleeves, isn't it? It's the difference between our languages. Our language has been going a lot longer than yours. That's my excuse. We've been on this earth a lot longer than you, America has, yeah. It's you that's changed all the words, not us. Oof, we were around long before the Mayflower. Yeah, yeah, we're imagining a vest, aren't we, going over the top of a t-shirt, yeah. Wearing your underwear on the outside, yeah. Can't beat a good thermal vest, can you, Dolly? Good enough for the royal family. They wear them under the clothes to keep them warm. I like my thermal tights, or my thermal leggings, I should say. Can't beat my thermal leggings. Keep my legs and hips warm. I've got them on now. I always have them on this kind of weather. I put them on under my trousers. I put them on under my dress. I think Linda's gone to sleep. She's not been around for a bit. Yeah, a waistcoat, yeah. Or a waistcoat, as my granddad used to call it. He had a very, very broad Lancashire accent. He used to wear his watch in his waistcoat. He had a fob watch on a chain that he used to put in the pocket. He taught me brother to do the time with his big watch. It was like that on a chain that used to fit in his pocket. They didn't wear watches in them days. They used to wear like a fob watch that went. Well, if you had a manual job, I mean, a watch would have got broken, wouldn't it? You know, he worked in the mill, my granddad. It's funny though. I mean, he worked in a mill and he always wore like three pieces: a jacket, trousers, and a waistcoat, and a shirt. And he worked in a mill. You know, they used to dress that way to go to work. There was no such thing as jeans, was there? Or if they had a really mucky job, they used to wear overalls, didn't they? Hey, that's a change. You being quiet, Linda. Well, she has to be quiet. She's on her own. Let's just say if you think I can talk, Linda can out-talk me. I got a message off Ruth today, Linda. She's coming to Blackpool at the end of this month. Yeah, I can talk. I can talk. Sometimes I'm quiet, though, if I'm concentrating on something, or if I'm in the company of somebody who talks more than I do. A waistcoat, it's, well, you probably call it a vest. It's a sleeveless thing with buttons on down the front that you wear over the top of a shirt. That's a waistcoat. That's what I've just made, that crochet thing I've just made. That's a waistcoat. I talk to myself. I have a conversation with myself most days. I natter away to myself. I bet you did. My dad used to always say, you see a group of women and they're all talking, who's listening? You ever noticed that though? If you see a group of about 3 or 4 women, they're all talking. Yeah, she wants to meet up with me, but I said I can't tell her what day until nearer the time because I don't know what's going on at the moment. She told me what day she's coming. Yeah, that was a crocheted waistcoat I made on my last video. When's she coming? Let me have a look. I'll tell you in a minute when she's coming. "16th to the 23rd. She's coming to Blackpool. She's staying at the Cliffs. That's where she usually stays, I think, isn't it? I don't know where it is, but that's where she usually stays. Yeah, my dad used to say that. You see a group of 3 or 4 women in a circle, and they're all talking. And he used to say, who's listening? I think it's a knack we have, yeah. Oh, I watched her more on her last visit, her last video. God, she was talking so fast. I thought she was like on the wrong speed. She talks so fast. I thought I could talk quite quickly, but not as quick as Laura. She whizzes that camera around so fast, doesn't she? When she goes to them knit shows, I mean, I do watch her, but you speed hers up. She speaks fast. She's very, very quick. And then when she goes to a wool show, the cameras go. I'm not dizzy. I think she is ADHD. Yeah, she certainly is with the crocheting because she jumps about from one thing to another, doesn't she? I do not understand people who have about 30 different whips. I've got one. I'll do this shawl. That's it. Nothing else. I've just got the shawl. Yeah, you have to slow the wool show videos down, don't you? Because she goes too fast. She's like, shoo, shoo, shoo. You can't got time to look at anything. She's gone. She's gone. I don't think I've got ADHD. I'm a bit sort of what you call anal about certain things. If I'm crocheting anything, it has to match up exactly. If I'm sewing buttons on things, I can't do with when I see somebody who's done something stripy and they've sewn the buttons on and it's like that. Oh, it makes me. You know, everything's got to be matched up, you know what I'm saying? So I'm a bit like that with certain things. I've got to have certain things certain ways and that, but I wish I had an ADHD for cleaning. I don't. I don't see my mess, you know, my crochet mess and wool mess. I don't see it. I see the mess in other things, but not in my wool. But I am a bit sort of on certain things. Things have got to be this way or that way or whatever. You know, if I'm doing like fronts and that, they've got to match. One of my cardigans, it didn't, only because I wasn't even trying to. But after it finished up, I didn't like it because the stripes were all over the place. And I'm like, oh, and it looked like I'd tried to match it and missed, you know, because it was like a stripe was here and a stripe was there. Is it OCD for cleaning? I haven't got that. Definitely not got that. I could do with a bit of that. I'm not saying I'm dirty. I do clean, but I'm not like obsessive. Like some people are obsessive with the cleaning, aren't they? We've got to get the antibacterial spray out for everything and that. I'm not like that. I could do with a bit of it, like I said. Do with a bit of that. When I was at the job centre, we had a lad there that had really bad OCD. And we'd send him for jobs and that, and he'd get the job. But then the company would finish him, they'd sack him. And they said he was filling up shelves, you know, in a chemist type of thing. And they said it took him ages to do a shelf because he had to turn all the labels just so. And then if somebody came in the shop and picked something up and then put it back, he'd be there straightening it up again. So they had to sack him because he wasn't doing anything. He was taking him forever to do one shelf, yeah. I don't fidget, no. Sometimes I can't turn thoughts off. It's usually when I get in bed. I go over and over something in my head. And I have to work it all through before I can like get to sleep. And I wish I could just turn off. And I can't. But I don't think it's anything bad with me. It's just, it's like not an obsession. You know, I'm just working out what I'm going to say. You know, if I have like I had to see the specialist, I had to write it all down. What I wanted to say to him and what I had to remember to say. Because otherwise I come back home and think, oh, I never told him that, I never told him this. So this is what I go over in my mind all the time. But I don't really think I've got ADHD or anything. My dad used to say I had a butterfly brain, that I flip from subject to subject without telling anybody I've changed. My dad used to say, who are we talking about now? Are we still talking about that person you were talking about before? Have you moved on to somebody else now? But when people don't follow me, I'm like, are they not listening to me? And why are they not keeping up with me? But I just thought that was me. I don't think it's ADHD. I think it's just me. Caffeine doesn't bother me. I can have a coffee at bedtime and it doesn't keep me awake. If I'm being kept awake, I'm being kept awake. It's got nothing to do with coffee. It's just if I have thoughts in my head that I can't get rid of. And until I work it through in my brain, and then I can fall asleep. It's all things that go on in the daytime, and you're thinking them over and analysing them and wondering what I should have said this or I should have said that, or maybe I shouldn't have said that. Yeah, I'm like that all the time. But as I say, I don't even think I've got anything. I think I'm normal. Other people may not think I'm normal, but I think I'm normal. I get a bit, like, say, obsessive about my crocheting and stuff like that. I get agitated if I don't crochet or I don't knit. I can't sit still. I think that comes from my mum, though. My mum always had to be busy doing something. You know, you weren't allowed to just sit still. Unless you were reading. She'd let me read. But I couldn't just sit and watch telly. I think this is where it's a habit with me, not so much anything wrong with me. I'm sort of obsessive about my crochet. I go absolutely crazy if I haven't got it. I think this is why I'm doing shawls now, because I'm making too many cardigans and sweaters for myself. I can't sell them. Well, my friend did a craft show today. It was a disaster. Nobody bought anything. It wasn't just her stuff. Normally she does quite well. But she said it was an absolute washout today. Nobody was buying anything. I've done that. I mean, not the last craft fair I did. One of the craft fairs I did, I paid £15 for the stall and I didn't sell anything at all. So I was like £15 out of pocket. So I thought, nah, I'm not doing them anymore. But she sells little bitty bits and things, you know, that she makes, little things. So normally she sells them because she's selling them for £1 or 50p or something. Whereas mine were garments, and people don't come to craft fairs with the money for a garment, yeah. She said they weren't really, you know, everyone was moaning that people weren't coming in, you know. Yeah, it was Sarah. She's never done it. I mean, normally she takes quite a bit of money, but she was out of pocket because she'd paid £15 for the stall. I think she said she'd drawn £13.50 all day. But she said it wasn't just her. Everybody was moaning. You know, all the stall keepers were moaning that nobody was buying anything. So I've stopped doing them because my stuff's too big, so therefore too expensive. You know, they only go with a fiver, don't they? So she was quite disappointed. She'd made loads of things as well. Well, I don't have transport anymore. Can you imagine if I'd have gone to this craft fair? It would have cost me about 25 quid in taxi fares, plus £15 for the stall. So I would have been well out of it, wouldn't I? I wouldn't never have made. I'd been well out of pocket. She did ask me to go, Jess. I said no, I'm not doing it anymore. I think you have to be in the right area for a craft fair. Well, selling what I would be selling, you'd have to be in the right area where people have got money. I'm sorry, but I don't think Fleetwood's got money. You know, I see people like with craft fairs in America and they're charging like $40 for a hat, you know, and they're getting it. I can't do it. Oh, my arm muscle keeps going into a spasm. Oh, it's driving me mad because I can't do it. I've got another hour before I've got to kill. It's going to drive me nuts, this not being able to crochet. Yeah, Americans, yeah. They do quite well with their craft fairs, don't they? Plus, they don't have this thing that we have where you can't do. Yeah, $18 for a scrunchie. And she's that passionate Kelsey, she sells them for fun. You know, it's just getting your name known, isn't it? It's just the luck of the draw. If you get known or you get whatever, then you can churn out anything and they'll buy it. But if you're not known, then, you know. I mean, some of these kids in America, like, you know, they're getting $100 for a cardigan or something, yeah. I made scrunchies, all right. They weren't in that velvety stuff that she did. And I was giving two for £1 and I couldn't sell them. Yeah, you need to be in a crafty area somewhere like Hebden Bridge and places like that, where people go and they expect that their artists living there and they'll buy like pottery and stuff like that. But they're not very arty crafty around here. I mean, there's a lady at Knit Club asks me to make her something and I won't because I know she wouldn't want to pay, you know what I mean? You know, they think they're doing me a favour. They say, oh, I'll pay for the wool. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. I'm going to spend like 20 hours of my time making you a cardigan and you're going to give me for the wool, yeah. I'm going to rush for that job, aren't I? Yeah, in Brighton, my stuff, like my boho type stuff, would sell wonderful in Brighton or anywhere along, you know, Glastonbury, stuff like that, where they're hippie and boho. Yeah, in America, this girl sells, and she makes them like market bags. They're like mesh bags with a handle, you know, the kind that your granny used to have. And she sells them for fun. I don't know how much she charges for them. I've not looked on her website. Have you, Nathan? How much she charges for her market bags? And she's been knitting like beanies as well, hasn't she? mean, she opens up her orders and she gets like 40 orders in a day. I've not looked on her webpage how much she has. I bet she's charging, and she's selling sweatshirts and t-shirts now with her name on. Can you imagine me getting sweatshirts with Urban Gypsy Crochet written on? I mean, everybody'd rush, wouldn't they, to buy one of them? I'd be the only one wearing one. And she was folding them up on her last video. She had hundreds of the things and she was selling them all for fun. Now, it was tickling me because she had them in 4X and 3X. And I'm thinking, American 4X are much, much bigger than our 4X, aren't they? So I'm thinking, my God, there must be some big girls walking around with Passionate Kelsey written across their bosoms. You'd buy one, would you? Or with Urban Gypsy Crochet written across your bosoms. I need to take them photographs. I can't. I'm not motivated enough to take the photos. I've got a pile of stuff in the garage that needs to go. People say put it on Vinted, but Vinted don't pay. Vinted want everything for a couple of quid. I mean, my friends put t-shirts on there for £2 and they say, will you take £1? You know, they're really cheeky on there. Amora put all her wool on there, didn't she? She sold it the same day. She probably put it on dead cheap. I must admit, I've sold all the wool I put on eBay. Much less than what I paid for it, I might admit. That's why I won't put anything on there anymore, because nobody wants to even pay full price for it. It tickles me when I see like one ball. And then the postage is like £2 something. And I'm like, who's going to buy one ball? It should have to be something you really, really, really wanted, wouldn't it? To just buy one ball. Or I saw one once, there was all, you know, like the little balls I've just balled up today. There's a load of these little balls. And it was for something like £3 for these loads of these little balls. And I'm like, who the heck wants all them? Unless you're making them amigurumi things, but even then. I'd want a bit bigger than a little titchy ball, yeah. Now I need to get rid of all my... I've got 52 baby garments. 52. I need to take photos. I need a marketing manager. Somebody who lives near me that has a cattle prod, electric cattle prod that says, come on, Janet, you got to do these. I'm not very good with the admin side. It's like when Linda asked me how I'd started off on YouTube. It's because I was lazy. I used to have a blog. I used to write this daily diary thing. It was just for me, really. I didn't expect anybody else to read it. Yeah, taser. Could do with a taser on this blooming shoulder, I tell you. Sure, I've broken it. I've got this bone thing sticking out there. Sure, I've broken it. Yeah, I know. If I could get some money together, then, you know, it'd go towards my consumer board, wouldn't it? Yeah. I mean, the lady who was running the craft fair thing, she said she was going to come round and have a look at what I'd got, you know, because she has a shop thing to sell things. A consumer board, it's the big board where all your electric stuff's attached to it, you know, like your meters and your things like that. Well, mine's apparently so old-fashioned, it's kind of dangerous. And the electrician, when he came, when I had the, you know, the leak that busted the thing on the boiler, he said, you need one, a new consumer board. I keep calling it a motherboard. He said, it's dangerous, this. He said, you need a new one. But it's about 650. Oh, my electric. My electric and my gas is expensive here. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it's just me that's out of touch. Maybe I'm stuck in the past with prices. I don't know, but it seems to be a lot more expensive than it used to be. I know it is, but you know, our wages and stuff, our pensions don't go up the same. You know, they make you laugh. You have to have so much a week, like to live, so you're not on the poverty level if you're on wages. And yet pensioners don't even get half of that, you know, and yet we're supposed to be. So in other words, we're on the poverty level, aren't we? But I suppose we ought to be grateful. I mean, you get some countries that don't even have a pension at all. You know, some of these third world countries, if they don't have family to look after them, they're sort of starved, don't they? You know, places like the Philippines and stuff like that, where they don't have money, you know, pensions and stuff. You know, how do they survive? I mean, I watched that through Lucy's lens because she's a social historian, and she's always going on about like our grandparents and that, how they had to go in the workhouse because if they couldn't work for any reason whatsoever, there was no money at all. You know, they just, you know, the only money you got was from working. And if you couldn't work, that was it. You were in the workhouse. So, I mean, I suppose we're lucky, really, in the fact that we do get a pension, even though it's not a good pension. You know, Germany lost the war, didn't they? But they get more pension than we did. We do. I used to have a German pen friend, and he couldn't believe how little my pension was compared to his. Yeah. But it's the Robin Beesums, isn't it? Parliament. We won't go into that. Otherwise, we all get mad, and there's nothing we can do about it. Style revolt. Stage of revolt. I know we're pretty revolting, aren't we? So pretty revolting. Yep. Hope it's not raining tomorrow. Anybody know what the weather forecast is? Hope it's not. I want to put my conservatory suite outside. Oh, I don't know. I've not looked. I like to pretend I've won until I look tomorrow, Nathan. I won £2.70 last week, would you believe? I put a £5 ticket on and I won £2.70. So I think I was a bit down on that one, wasn't I? No, well, I want to put my conservatory suite outside while I mop and stone the conservatory. I've got a funky smell in there, I think I've told you, yeah. You did. You won £5, did you, Nathan? Well, you won more than me. I won £2.70. I haven't even won a lucky dip, or unlucky dip as I call them. 140 is, I think, 130 or 140 I've got to go there. My niece is taking me though. Let's have a look what the weather is. Weather. I didn't ask her to. She was going to come today. But when she found out I was having a scan, she said, oh, I'll come tomorrow instead and take you. So I said, oh, that's nice of you. Thank you. Oh, it looks like blooming rain. Sunday. Oh, no, it's rain at 11 o'clock. It says sunny 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and then it says cloudy at 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock. So she's coming at 10, so we might just get a chance to. It's going to rain at 12 o'clock. So it says. So I might get a chance to just put it outside till we find out what it is. If it's the sweet, I'll have to get some new foam rubber for it. You've won a lucky dip. Unlucky dip, Linda, because you won't win anything with it. I never do. They tell me if I've won, but they don't usually tell me right away. So I don't know. I know nothing. I'll look tomorrow. Well, I waited for my Amazon order, and it never came. One bit of it came. And then when I looked at the other bit, it says it's coming tomorrow now. They never come on the day they said they're going to come with me. And then they wonder why I'm never in. I ordered some little craft knives. I had to prove I was over 18. I had to show ID. The tiny little craft knives, the blades about half an inch long. I mean, who does they think I'm going to stab with one of them? So he wouldn't leave that because I wasn't in. He had to come back again. Now I think I want something to eat because I'm not doing my crochet because I hurt all over. Have I got any hoops left? I don't think I have. I forgot to order them. Oh, I've got one packet of hoops left, I think. Yeah, I did the Asda order and forgot to put them on. Ooh. Who's that at? Oh, my shoulder's killing me. Oh, what's Victoria saying? My niece. She's just reminding me she's coming tomorrow. She's telling me she's coming at 10 o'clock tomorrow. That means I have to get up. Hula hoop. That's what you call a small packet. You people in America, you don't have them that small, do you? Look at that. That's how big it is. It's got 24 grams in it. little hoop things. You'd probably give that size of bag to a toddler, wouldn't you? It's just that your bags of everything are bigger. I used to watch on American movie things when they'd have a great big massive tub of ice cream and they'd be eating it with a spoon, and I'm like, you're not going to eat all that ice cream, are you? Big tub. I think that's where we get the idea from. When we see things, you know, when they're eating in a restaurant, a massive big steak and stuff like that. I think this is where we get the impression from. I don't like the single big bags because they go soggy. You know, because you don't eat them quick enough. Even if you put a clothes peg thing on the top of them. If you don't eat them fast enough, they go soggy and horrible. So that's why I prefer the smaller bags. No, my niece was saying, I hope you're in bed so you'll be up. No, I'm not in bed. I've got another half hour to go yet. Be all right if I could sleep. I can't get comfy. If I lie on my back, it hurts. If I lie on this side, it hurts. Ugh. Then if I lie awake too long, I need to go to the loo. These are very crunchy. You probably hear that because you hear me crunching, can't you? I can hear myself crunching through my own ears, so I don't know how loud it is to you, but it's loud to me. At least I don't eat with my mouth open. Oh, I hate that. When you see somebody eating and you can see it, oh. I once finished with a boyfriend. I couldn't stand the way he ate. You know, when they eat like that. Oh, God. It's loud crunching, is it? I'm sorry about that, but I enjoy them. It's not a mukbang video. What's it called? ASMR or something? Where people listen to sounds. Yeah, I'm a mouth breather. I do that with a CPAP. I'm terrible dry mouth because I breathe through my mouth when I've got my CPAP on. I don't know what ASMR stands for. I've no doubt Nathan or Chris will tell us. Yeah, but it's not nice for the person sitting facing you. I had 3 and they don't work. Oh, I knew you'd know. I once heard a video once, and it was this person who was just opening and shutting a zip. It was like zip, zip, and that. I'm not going to listen to this for half an hour. I'm sorry if I'm crunching, but I'm not usually a noisy eater. I thought it was Dr. Google. When I can't sleep, I sometimes try to find, like rain. I like the sound of, I don't like rain, but I like the sound of rain. I think it's a moronic screwball. What on earth is misophonia? No, I don't like listening to rain. Some people like listening to waves, don't they? I like watching waves, but not round here. What is misophonia? You have a lot of things with long words. I like waves when I'm on holiday somewhere warm and the sea is clean. I don't like the mucky waves we have here where the sea's brown, yeah. Noise makes you mad. It's funny. Noises don't... I don't know what makes me mad. Certain things I don't like, yeah. Music, a lot of it. Yeah, chewing. Oh, when people chew dead loud. Oh, I hate that. You know, if they've got bubble gum or chewing gum on them. Oh. And you keep seeing it churning round. It's like watching a washing machine, isn't it? I don't like people who sniff all the time. Oh. I had to stop watching that Derek, as he called, because he kept going every few minutes. I thought, oh, stop it. My jaw used to click because I had it broken years ago. Derek, he used to come. I don't think he makes any videos now. He was a friend of Sheila's, but he was in America. He used to do knitting, didn't he, and crochet. Oh, Derek's changed his name. Yeah, I can't watch him. I feel like saying, blow your nose. I can't watch him, Dottie. I cannot watch him because he snorts like all the time. Oh, ah. I haven't seen him for ages. Maybe it's because I'm not sub to him anymore. I had to stop watching him because it went through me every time he snorted. He'd been moving house for about 12 months. Not only that, he had this air conditioning thing making a noise all the time in the background. People kept telling him about it. A humidifier or something, or an air purifier he had on. And it used to be buzzing all the time in the background. Yeah, but if people repeatedly told him they didn't like the noise of his air purifier, wouldn't you think he would turn it off while he was making a video? I found the clock that Shad doesn't like. The ticking one. It's in the lounge, so you shouldn't be able to hear it because it's in the lounge ticking away. I don't hear it. Maya was brought up with a grandfather clock that chimed every quarter of an hour. That had a very loud tick. No, this one lives in Las Vegas. He's a big lad. Pearly you? Oh. Such a strange name. No, it's not Kansas. He lives in Los Angeles, Las Vegas, doesn't he? Or is it Los Angeles he lives in? One of them two. I'm sure it's not Kansas. I know he was always saying he was going to grow his channel because he was going to start doing tutorials and stuff like that. I don't think it ever happened. It's like me saying I'm going to be an overnight sensation after 15 years, yeah. Oh, I've never been anywhere when he's been chatting, so I only used to watch him because of Sheila. But Sheila never mentions him now, so she's probably not had any happy mail from him. She's casted on that cardigan, Val, but she said it's enormous. So she's going to try casting on the smallest size. There's these snort as well. Oh, I can't be doing with this snort. You feel like, blow your nose. Oh, I must remember to turn the heating off. I don't want it coming on in the middle of the night. I forgot to turn it off one day. I woke up in the middle of the night. I thought it was in the Sahara Desert. It had come on, it drops cold in the middle of the night. And the heating had come on. I'm laying in bed thinking, wow, I was sweating. Wonder what the heck was wrong. Oh, my shoulder's hurting. Oh. Oh. Yeah, the tension swatches in stocking stitch. That's what Sheila was saying. You think the tension swatch would be in the cable pattern, wouldn't you? But I mean, she's not a slack knitter, and it looked massive when she spread it out over the needles. It was like that big. It was huge. She'd have carried on with that. It would have fitted everybody. I forget how many stitches she casted on, but it sounds like the stitches I cast on for double knit. I thought that's a lot of stitches. No, Sheila got sent a pattern. It's like got cables and everything. She got sent the wool, which is marble chunky. Val's got the same pattern, but Sheila cast it on and it looks absolutely massive. And she was saying it's too big. And she says she's doing her size, but it's one of those patterns that comes out about 10 inches bigger than the bust size. So I think she should knit the size it comes out at and not the size that she is. Yeah, she was doing the 40-42 size, but it was coming out at the actual measurement was 54 or something. So I mean, that was me. I would look at the actual measurement and knit that size. I wouldn't knit my own size, coming out of 50 odd. I mean, she spread it out on the needles. It was massive. She's going to take it back again and start the smallest size. I was telling Val, because Val's got the same pattern. Don't want any more unpicking, Val. Val's already pulled one back because it was too big, didn't you? It's funny, Val, because you're such a firm knitter. It's funny when it comes out too big. I mean, when I was younger, I used to be a very slack knitter. I always used to have to go on smaller needles. You know, if it said 8s and 10s, I used to do 9s and 11s. That's the old sizes. If you're talking millimetres, if it said 4mm and 3 1/4, I'd be using 3.50. Oh, I can't work it out. I'm still 9s and 11s, me. I always had to use a smaller needle, otherwise it would come out too big for me. Because I was such a slack knitter when I was younger. I've firmed up a lot now. I don't knit so baggy anymore. But I never knit my size if it says it's going to come out. Or steek it. I don't get that. I wouldn't call it steeking, because to me steeking's when you cut something up the middle and put a zip in. You know, to me that's just making it smaller. And I mean, I've done it with bought sweaters. I've not done it with anything I've knitted or crocheted. No, steeking is like what he was called Derek, wasn't he? On the World of Wool, where you knit things in the round. You know, if you're doing Fair Isle or colour work or something, and then you cut it up the middle to put a zip in. That's what I understood steeking to be. Maybe it's called that if you're going to sew it up the sides, yeah. You were thinking of steak, yeah. Not eaten any steak for a long time. Can't chew it with these teeth. Be thinking of meatloaf in a bit, won't we? I'd be scared to death if I'd done all that knitting, especially if it was in Fair Isle or fine yarn, and I'd be terrified of cutting it up the middle. My mum used to do that, but she used to have an overlocker. When she had a knitting machine, she'd knit big pieces of like very, very fine, and then she would cut it to shape. But she would use an overlocker, which, like, you know, overlocks it together. I'd be scared of doing it with just like a sewing machine or something. Be terrified that all my work would be gone if it all unravelled. Oh, I'd be so nervous. So nervous. I'd rather knit 2 separate fronts and be safe. I think it's more for people who knit in the round, isn't it? Because I don't knit in the round. To me, it would take ages if you did it in the round. I like it in pieces and stitched up, because that way, if it is a bit big, you can make a bigger seam, yeah. No, I've never, not even in machine knitting, I've not done. I'd be scared about them unravelling. My mum used to have an overlocker. All the stuff, all the stuff she used to have, got rid of. She couldn't get rid of it. Are you still packing up, Chris? Sorting out your stuff? I was sorting out my stuff today. Went into some, I was these little plastic. I'm using them for wool now. I thought I need to buy some, and I thought, no, I've got some in the wardrobe. So I went and had a look what was in them in the wardrobe, and I thought, oh, I don't want this, don't want that, don't want the other. So I had a free one that was in the. I didn't need to buy one, I had one. I mean, I can repurpose it when I've used all the oddments up. It's just I was fed up with them being in bags, and every time I wanted a certain colour, I'd have to rummage in these bags to find it. I thought, oh no, I'm going to put them in colours. Yeah. I know. The panic buying over here. Queues at all the petrol stations, yeah. I don't have a car anymore, so it'll affect everything though, because it affects things that are being delivered, like food and stuff. It did that the last time all this happened. Do you remember when they were limiting people going to buy a couple of gallons, yeah, unless they were um, health workers and things they got special concessions, didn't they? They could get more. Yeah, I remember when it happened a few years back into it, they were queuing and queuing, and you could only have a gallon or something, and then petrol stations were running out. That was some kind of crisis, wasn't it, in the Middle East? My friend's daughter was teaching in Dubai. I said to her, I bet you're glad she's not there now. I managed to crochet that, keeping my hand down. Yeah. Every time I move my shoulder, it hurts. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. If anybody was saying this, they'd stop, wouldn't they? They'd say, no, my shoulder's hurting when you crochet, I'll stop. But no, not me. I think, if I don't move so much, it won't hurt. There's no hope for me. I'm my own worst enemy. Val's the same. She's got a bad shoulder. I mean, what have I been doing, Val? I've been winding wool on my wool winder. with my right arm. No, that's wimps, isn't it, that stop? Fair weather crafters that stop when they hurt. Crafters just think of another way. Use another hand to do something else with. Yeah, my friend's son, he's just had the plaster cast took off his wrist. He was miserable because he couldn't game, because he couldn't use the thingamajig. I wish I could do more different crafts. I can only knit and crochet. I'm no good with sewing or anything like that. I don't like that diamond art and stuff like that. I read usually when I can't craft. I don't have a repertoire of crafts. No, I couldn't be faffing about. They're too faffing, innit, them little drills that they call them. Yeah, I can't knit at all, Val. It's really hurting me when I knit. I managed to finish that little cardigan off, but that's it, really. I mean, they won't tell me tomorrow what's going on. But no doubt if there's anything really wrong, I shall know quicker. Although you don't know, do you? He said he'd ring me when he got the results. So I've got to go for blood tests on Monday. Vampira! Oh, nearly the witching hour. Oh, I do hope I can get some sleep. Please keep your fingers crossed for me. I've got to get up tomorrow. My niece is coming at 10. So I need to be sorted out before she comes. Normally I don't get up till 9 on a Sunday. But I've altered my alarm to 8. Took you 3 months. I shall see what I shall see. If they don't find anything, well, if it's just like muscle strain or something, it won't show up anyway. Yeah, I'll sort out what I'm going to wear tomorrow. Wear something that comes off. I presume you've got to take everything off. Because she was asking me about, have you got any metal implant? Have you got any wounds? Any open wounds or something? Have I got any metal in my body? Yep, I've got loads of that. She said, no, that doesn't matter because it's titanium. I'll take my earrings out and stuff. I've only got earrings, I don't wear jewellery. I don't want to be sticking to the roof of the... Can you imagine having anything metal go... It's good to be titanium. I had visions when I went through the airport scanner. I had visions of setting off all the alarms in the airport, but it didn't. I'm having a top to toe one, so I don't know whether I've got to keep my clothes on or not. I can't remember when the last time I had one. I think I had to put a nightie on because my bra's got metal, on the fastenings. I think maybe I just took my bra off. I can't remember. No, I'm sure I had to get changed. I did, yeah, I did. Because I remember having to sit outside waiting, and there was a couple of people there. There was a guy and a woman waiting. We were all sat there looking very embarrassed, wearing our little skimpy little hospital gowns. I can remember being, we all trying to pretend we were okay wearing, we don't mind wearing open back nighties. I'll finish this row, then I'm going to beddy bows. I've done a bit, haven't I? I need to find a different pattern though for the rest of the purple. I don't want to do... If they're in the same knitting room, they might be falling out. You've got my shawl on. I'll do some that's more plain anyway, just in case they're for guys. I mean, the guys may not mind wearing a shawl, but they don't want a lacy one. 4, 6, 7. So I do the granny stitch ones for the guys. That lady who wrote the pattern for the one I used, the granny stitch shawl. Her block of flats got hit with a rocket because she's in... I think she's in Tel Aviv, I'm not sure. But, all the bathroom walls all cracked. On the last bit now, on the last bit. I don't like leaving things in the middle of a row. I know it's crochet and it doesn't really matter, but yeah, I'm off to bed now. I'm finishing this bit. 2, 4, 6, 7. Got to do 3 more treble, then I'm off to bed. 1, 2, 3. I think that's the 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah. Yeah, I'm off to bed now. I've done that much. Not tonight, obviously. All in all, I've done that much. Yeah, I'm off to Betty Bo's now. Oh, I hope I can get some sleep. I'll get my heat pads on. Right, thank you all for keeping me company. Don't forget thumbs up. And hopefully I shall not have any shoulder pain next week. Hopefully. I need to take I've took my meds this morning, my normal ones. I need to take my painkillers again before I go to bed. But I'll not take them with that little bit of Coca-Cola. That won't do very far, will it? I'll get some water to take my painkillers with. I took them at 9, so I can take them again. Right, everybody that's left on here, I'm not rhyming all your names out. You know you're there. You know I know you're there. So I shall speak to you all very soon. I might make a video on Tuesday. I don't think they'll tell me anything, but you never know. They might just tell me something. Right, I shall speak to you all very soon. Good night. Bye-bye. Chatty byes.